everyone! What is good? This is Silver Hyena, and for today's video I have something very special planned. I've been looking forward to this. As you can see, I've got my Eevee necklace, wearing my Eevee shirt, and I guess Topaz wants to be in the video too. Say hi, Topaz! He did it for us! You hear how squeaky that cat is? Anyways, I have been waiting to use this. Okay, it's been like maybe a couple of days at the time of recording, but sometimes that can feel like years. Anyways, for those of you wondering, it's not just a tin. It's a paint palette. And if you would like to see how I created these, I will have a link in the description below. I've got the Pikachu tin as well, however, he is still waiting to be filled. Still gotta test out those gouaches. Eevee, watercolor, Pikachu, gouache. Anyways, time to get painting. Well, first I gotta do the sketch. Then we do the painting. Just a moment. Alright, so got our watercolor palette. Got my watercolor sketchbook under here. This is Old Reliable. And let me find it. Gotta find it. All these old swatch sheets. Aha! Here we are. So, I had done these last night as of this recording. It was the last night. But I tried thumbnailing out some different Eevee designs. And I finally settled on this. This is just too cute. When I was drawing this, I was actually thinking of one of my favorite YouTubers to watch, which is Real Breaking Nate. Seriously, check him out. He is amazing. He is so much fun. Pokemon card openings, that's his major thing. And this guy, he's a ray of sunshine on a stormy day. I mean, he is just... I love him. Watching his videos just makes me happy. So seriously, check him out. I will have a link in the description below to his channel. I just love the Pokemon cards. I mean, like, I love opening up Pokemon cards too. And of course, he's got the backwards hat, like what Nate often wears whenever he's opening up Pokemon cards. So, that is the inspiration behind this. However, I still need to get this onto my watercolor paper, so I'm going to have this set up where I can clearly see it. I might do some tweaks to it. Hopefully the book will actually stay open, because that thing doesn't always like to stay open. Okay, Okay. Here we are, blank page of watercolor paper. And I'm going to be using my Prismacolor Col-Erase for these. Let's get started. Again. Okay, so I did not notice this at first, but I made a bit of a mistake right here. Now, some of you might notice what it is, but I'll explain later in the video. OMG, I feel so silly for this. Okay, so here we are, sketch on watercolor paper, original sketch, overall not bad, although once I started on the head I realized that I probably should have put him over a little bit more. However, I filled in the spot with a Pokeball and a Great Ball, obviously. Hey, you know what, it just dawned on me, what if those are like those tins that you can get? They're not actual Pokeballs. Hang on, let me show you. Okay, here, like this. I've been waiting to do an opening with a friend of mine for this one. Now then, this is a Premier Ball, but there's packs of Pokemon cards in here. Maybe that's where he got that booster from. Look at him, he's so happy with it. He knows there's gotta be a secret rare in there or something. Anyways, I need to get some, well, water, and we will move on to phase 2. Or 3, whatever phase I'm on. I'm losing count. Alrighty, so we've got our base liner here. And I probably should have kept my color pencils out because I think I see something that needs tweaking there. I'll get that in a sec. But got a piece of scratch watercolor paper. Since I am doing a specific critter, in this case Eevee, I want to try and color match him as best I can with what I have in here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's my color chart. I can't do that today. I'm sorry. So I got my color chart that I will put off screen, but just so that I can see it. And I have a standard mixing palette. I chose one that specifically does not have any other colors in it, so that I am not tempted to cheat. I am only going to use what I have chosen for this tin palette thing. So let's see if I regret that. Let's see if I regret that decision or not. All right. Be quiet, I'm filming, kitty. What do you want? You guys hearing this? Hearing that catitude she's given me? These are the brushes I have chosen, subject to change with or without notice. Got my squirt bottle here. And of course, my 2 water cups. Okay, yeah, I don't want to bend these over to show you too much because I don't want to pour water all over the place, but blue, dirty water, yellow, which also happens to have Pikachu on it. That's my clean water cup. Very important to have 1 cup for dirty water, 1 cup for clean water when you are working with watercolors. And if I'm feeling extra fancy, I've got my aquash brushes right here. You'd have thought I'd have figured out that something wasn't quite right, but I didn't. Alright, wait for it. Seriously, this took me a bit longer to realize than it really should have. Notice anything wrong yet? Okay. So get this. I realized that as I did this isn't even on the watercolor paper. This is on the separator sheet. This is the watercolor paper. I didn't even notice! What am I doing? What is life? This is the watercolor paper. I should have figured out that something was wrong when the paper wasn't all that textured. Okay, so since I got started on this, I need to let this dry, and then I'm gonna figure out a way to use my light box to trace this onto my watercolor paper because I'm not drawing it freehand again. So, well, what's probably gonna be a while for me will only be about a second for you. So, I will be right back with you. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. As you can see, crisis averted. Even though I did accidentally start off with the Eevee outline, I did a Tuscan red. However, I went over it with brown, and I figure, it should work. I love the mix of the sepia and burnt orange for the base color of Eevee, so I'm gonna stick with that. And this time, this is the actual watercolor paper. Yeah, you see how thick that is? That'll actually hold water. This poor paper. This is just supposed to be the protector page. Yeah, I feel so silly. Anyways, let's try this again. Okay, now that we're on actual watercolor paper, we can carry on. This is my first time painting a Pokemon with watercolors. The trickiest part was the color matching because this is an Eevee. Now, while the Eevee on the front of my tin had a bit of a gray mane, I was often looking over to my plushie chair next to my work desk where I have a stuffed Eevee staring at me, so I was actually using that as my model. Hey, use what you've got, right? Eevee is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. I can't get enough of this adorable, fluffy little fox. I mean, I just want to pick it up and hug it. If Eevee was real, I would have a hard time ever setting it down just because I just want to pet it and cuddle it and hug it all day. And then there, of course, are the Eeveelutions. Post below, if you had an Eevee, what would you evolve it into? For me, it would be Espeon, hands down. Of course, I would love to hear what all of you guys have to say, because, well, with Eevee, you've got choices. Now, when it came to the hat, I tried my hardest to color match it to the one Real Breaking Nate wears during his openings, or at least usually wears. While it might seem odd, watching Pokemon card openings is really a lot of fun. Of course, opening up your own packs is always a joy. I mean, hey, who doesn't like opening up packs of cards? Especially Pokemon cards, because those are the best. Speaking of joy, I gotta tell you, Daniel Smith watercolors are an absolute dream to use. I love these paints so much, and I'd recommend them 10 out of 10 every time. Honestly, I cannot say enough nice things about these watercolors. Okay, so, well, I've still got a bit more work to do here, and I want to do at least one more decent wash over Eevee himself. I am gonna get to work on some lining, which will really make Eevee here pop out of the page and look very, very nice. Alright, so as you can see here, just by adding that ink, it really helps the whole painting just pop that little bit more. Alright, so now that that is finished, it is time to pull out the paints and do some more washes. Oh wait a minute, I gotta fix that. I missed the spot. Hang on. So I'm gonna fix up the spot and then gonna do some more washes. Overall, I am super thrilled with how this turned out. He just came out so freaking cute. Would you pet this Eevee? What do you think is in his booster pack? Feel free to post in the comments. Okay, so the paint has had a chance to dry. Now it's time to add some finishing touches, get those water cups out of the way. And I really like using a white gel pen, although you could also use white gouache. Would work really well too. Yeah, especially his little nose there, highlight, and his eyes. I'm gonna give him, like, he's like really happy, and who wouldn't be? He's got some Pokemon cards. Who wouldn't be happy? Some on the Pokeballs. Okay, technically one of these is a Great Ball. And of course, if you've ever seen a pack of Pokemon cards, you'll know that the wrappers tend to be very shiny, so... Now then, this is my white Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen. It's a little bit lighter, but I think it'll work better for adding a bit of extra highlight to our little Eevee friend here. There we are. You don't need a huge amount, but just a little bit will make a difference. And of course, because I'm addicted to these, just a little bit of subtle background accents. I'm not even sure if they're really showing up on camera, but they're there, I promise. And of course, part cannot afford to forget. And there you have it. One adorable Eevee. Honestly, this was so much fun to use. It was fun to create. Of course, don't actually close it until the paints are dry. I usually find leaving it out overnight, uncovered. Usually by morning it's fine to close it up, pack up, whatever. Anyways, I'm so happy with how this came out. Oh my gosh, you're just so cute. You just want to pick him up and cuddle him. You're not getting jealous, are you? Yeah, she's giving me a bit of the side eye, a bit of that stink eye, as cats do. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you have not seen Real Breaking Nate, I will have a link to his channel in the description below, because seriously, this guy is amazing. He is funny, he's energetic, his happiness is contagious. I mean, whenever I am having a bad day, I just watch a few of his videos and instantly my mood, it increases, because he's just that kind of guy. So seriously, check out his channel. You won't be disappointed. Well, that's all the time we have for today, I'm afraid. This is Silver Hyena, signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye! Oh. Anything you care to add? No. Have a good one, guys.